Hi, welcome back to this channel. If this is not your first time, but if it is your first time, welcome to this channel. Here we share amazing things happening on social media. We bring you news report, lifestyle updates, celebrity news, whatever is happening, concerts, music. We are your one-stop plug for everything entertainment. We bring you the best of the best. And this video is no exception. In this video, we will be talking about, we will be discussing the I don't know if I should, it's not a controversial thing, but it is highly becoming a controversial song, No Turning Back by Gaise featuring Lawrence Oyor. And these are amazing people who have been in the Christian music space for years. Gaise, for example, has been there since like 2005 or something. This man have known him, I actually came across him first in 2012. And this man has continuously put out amazing body of work. I need to say this caveat though, because a lot of persons are criticizing Gaise appearance, especially. But the thing with Gaise is he has referred to himself as sort of an Afro gospel artist, such that he said when he first started, he had an interview with Punch newspaper back in 2023, and that was when he mentioned it. So it's something that he's always been aware of in his journey, and that is something that also affected his acceptability by the secular and also the Christendom. In the Christendom, they feel like it's too secular for Christianity, and in secular, they feel like it's too Christianese for them. Right? So it's like, oh, you're a gospel artist when it gets to secular settings. And when it gets to gospel settings, I'm like, oh no, you're not really a gospel singer. So it's like, he's struggling with that acceptance, but as of 2023, it was saying that he's glad that there's some sort of acceptance now from the divide, because we are witnessing some sort of change in the gospel music scene and also in Christianity as a whole, where lots of persons are open to the idea of publicly talking about Christ, sharing their belief about Christ publicly, and rooting for Jesus anywhere and everywhere. Which is why Lawrence Oyor jumping on his song is not a surprise. Lawrence Oyor is a pastor. He pastors the Davidic Generation Church alongside his twin brother, Godwin Oyor. So both of them are pastors. He's a musician. He is popular for chants, speaking in tongues and just chanting and making music from that. People have criticized that also, saying, oh, it's not necessarily a Christian thing to do. I don't know who you are to judge. But anyways, we are talking about No Turning Back 2. You should know that now. It is 2. Did you even ask yourself why it is No Turning Back 2? That was because in 2024, Gaise released No Turning Back, and he didn't see as much fame as No Turning Back 2 has seen. But for people who know this man, you would know that he's always been unapologetic about his stance for Christ. Gaise I mean. He has a podcast where he talks about, journey. People come and share their Christian journey and all of those things. And he's never shied away from it. But then a pastor publicly told his church members that, oh, if you see Gaise the person that's singing in No Turning Back, they've turned it to vibes. He's no longer talking about no turning back. I'm like, are you listening to the lyrics? And there's been an argument on, not just on social media, it's been even in the Christian body, people like, oh, there are some beats that are not gospel beats. They're like, oh, maybe a producer made this beat now to a secular song, and then a Christian artist jumps on a similar beat and makes a gospel song. They automatically think the song is a sin because it's with a trendy beat. Right? So like when Amapiano was trending, a gospel artist could not have jumped on an Amapiano beat. It's a beat. It's jamming instruments together and creating a melodious beat. That is all there is to it. But I'm not here to share my personal opinion. I'm just here to talk about the criticism that No Turning Back 2 has received, and by extension, the artists that are getting criticized. Now, some other gospel musicians, because this pastor referenced Dunsin Oyekan, saying nobody invited Dunsin Oyekan for interview. They're inviting Gaise to come and share his experience and talk about his journey. What's Christian about him? That's because the devil is trying to take away the church. And people are like, this pastor, you're one of the persons that when Jesus was alive, you would have criticized Jesus and said he's not Jesus. You would have found a mistake or an error in the things he's doing and how it does not align with what you are. You are beginning to sound like a Pharisee. I am forgetting that God has said there should be no divide in his church. People are even referencing people of other religions, saying that is why they have a thing with Christians, because there seems to be no unity. There's always a divide. There's always somebody coming out to be more Christian than the other. It's not a competition. This is just about talking about Jesus Christ, Lord and Savior. That's not what we all believe in. So why are we? Anyways, another person on YouTube, has talked about it, Pastor Joe. He has mentioned his own side of the story, shared how he thinks that it's a good movement. It's a good thing that we would even see it playing in clubs because it's bringing awareness. Either you like it or not, it's an awareness to the body of, it's an awareness about who Christ is. But this pastor was referencing that, oh, okay, if you know the story of the original song, the No Turning Back is actually a song. No, not No Turning Back. I have decided to follow Jesus is a song. It's a hymn that, according to the story, the writer of the hymn was going through a tough time. I think they said they had even imprisoned him. He had part of it, was going through a turbulent time, and it was being martyred, sort of, right? And that was when he wrote the song. So it was some sort of conviction to himself that regardless of what life is throwing at him in this moment, he is going to follow Jesus because this is a decision that he made, like consciously rededicating himself to this journey of following Christ. That is what the pastor said. So he said, them now gradualizing it, them making it beat, having chants included, and all of those things, and making it sort of radicalized is taking away from the meaning of the message. People are just, you are doing your chores and you're singing, but it's the same way I Will Pray by Ebuka Songs did. That sort of thing it did. It's some sort, I mean, you might be doing your chores and then the song pops up in your mind and then you say, oh, I will pray, I will pray. You know the song, yeah, Ebuka Songs, I will pray. And then, because if you don't pray, well, Satan will make a mess of you, and you sing it. And afterwards, you just, if you're somebody that's speaking in tongues, find yourself blasting in tongues, because in that moment, you're like, oh, more, I gotta pray. Oh, you understand? You remember, I really do have to pray. So in that moment, one or two prayers, you say it and you move on, but you've prayed. Do you understand? So it's just like, oh, I've tried to no turning back, no turning back. No. And there's a song and there's a mind and all of those things. But in that moment, we are making, what am I going to call it? You are making a stand. You are picking a stand, either you like it or not. And that's what the pastor is saying, that in the spiritual part of it, you can't make such statements without meaning it from your inside. It's not something you just say outside to follow. Yes, you're giving your life to Christ. You've accepted the life of Christ. You've done this, you've done that, and you're following Christ. But you continuously saying it is you. Do you understand what the pastor is? I kind of get what he's trying to say, but at the same time, you can't come criticize people and say it is not a good song because of that. That, oh, his hair is tinted. His hair is tinted. What does that have to do with you? You know, so that is kind of like the divide we are facing currently. People saying, oh, it is coming from, if you understand, if you're a Christian and you're singing that song, even if you are singing it and you're doing your chores, you're walking on the street, you are playing, you are even miming or dancing to the choreography. If you are a Christian singing that song, you understand what it means, and even as casual as it might be, you know that you are saying something that is deep. But this pastor is saying no, something like that unbeliever should. Who are you to decide? Well, people should even go away safe, because this story, you know, when this song first came out, you know what, me as a person, what I thought the criticism was going to be, when Lawrence Oyor said we'll spend the billions, I thought that was where the problem would be. We're going to go to tithe, because it's like, okay, oh, see, I screenshot you saying that you will spend the billions, so let me not hear say you no want pay tithe, or say tithe no dey Bible, you don't want to say you go spend billions, so make I know hear say your church say make you can't contribute to building project, go come talk say your pastor won't chop your money. No, but your pastor they chop your money, so you don't remember say, hope you go remember say you don't talk say you go spend billions. Yeah, maybe by mouth. If they talk about drop money, you drop money for the work of the gospel. You know, I even know that maybe going to be the controversial part of it, but no, we are criticizing their appearance, we are criticizing their salvation, we are criticizing their stance as gospel artists. Which is why Adishola listener said, if my song does not pay you, leave, because you cannot box me. I'm not the singer. Why am I be agitated? What's my own self in all of this matter, people? I said I want us to discuss, but me, I don't talk. So you people come and talk in the comment section too. Let me hear what you have to say. This criticism that has followed Lawrence Oyor and Gaise Baba's song, No Turning Back. And I think you should also go listen to the volume 1 of No Turning Back. Listen to No Turning Back in 2024 that was released by Gaise Baba that did not feature Lawrence Oyor. Let me know what you guys think about it. Gaise Baba has been in the industry for years, like I mentioned, from his days in after secondary school, his days in OAU. This man had been singing for the Lord. So why is this particular one that we are now doubting the salvation of his soul? I'd like to hear from you in the comment section. Or people, let's talk about it. Yeah. Thank you for watching this video. Subscribe to this channel if you are yet to do so, and be blessed.